Alright, Pons, you got any more news for us?
Oh yeah, we're gonna switch into. I was just scrolling through, just like news on Google and shit, and apparently, shit. Where's it gone? Hold on, let me find it. 2 seconds. So apparently, Krispy Kreme have the Krispy Kreme owners admit to having Nazi ties. Have admitted to having Nazi ties, basically.
Is that why they're called Krispy Kreme? And then the third cage just got dropped.
Wow.
Shit, man.
Wow.
I fucking love Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, bro, bear with me. It's a bit fucked, isn't it? I think the family's called the Ryman family.
Fuck, well, where are they from?
I'm just Germany's billionaire Ryman family that owns Krispy Kreme is donating 11 million over its Nazi ties.
That's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Are there any repercussions now? Like,
Can there be? It depends who's alive, doesn't it? But they've pledged to give 11 million to a charity after learning that their Nazi ancestors used slave labor during World War II. But what do you mean?
Pret a Manger as well.
What do you mean after learning? Like, you knew
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
of course you
You're
knew that
a
shit.
billionaire family. That means there's a strong chance those dons from World War II have, if they're not alive now, they died in the last like 10, 15 years.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
After 6 heart transplants
This is
until
what
they
I'm
live
talking
100
about,
years
mate.
old. This is so
Acknowledged
fucked.
It's past. Basically, they got wind that a young journalist had a story that he or she was gonna gonna run with, and then they decided to get out in front of it. That has to be it.
They used Russian civilians and French prisoners of war as forced laborers in their factories. Those who refused to work were beaten and sexually abused. Other workers were beaten, often by the Rymans themselves, including a Russian woman who worked in the Rymans' private villa. I'm not gonna comment on the fact that they're all Russian, so far what I'm reading. But yo, man, that is fucked, man. Krispy Kreme and Pret a Manger. That's what I call it, obviously. I know it's Pret a Manger. Fuck you.
So the old money needs to the old money founders need to all die for the world to really transition. Do you get what I'm saying? Even in some cases, their kids need to die.
The Rockefeller guy died.
Yeah, but that's never gonna.
That's yeah.
No, man.
I don't feel like the American families that are like so the Bloomberg, the Vanderbilts, all of them, they're never gonna die out. Some of them might change a family name, but they're always gonna be there. The fucking Illuminati, man, they're all in it. But this is fucked. But see, am I gonna be able to cancel Pret and Krispy Kreme?
You shouldn't have to cancel them. I don't feel like the cancel culture is weird to me. Yeah, I don't feel like
Of course, yeah, definitely. I feel like we jumped too quick to cancel
100%,
anyone, but
100%.
just of my personal ties with the people affected.
No, I feel you.
But nah, fuck it. I'm gonna get some Krispy Kreme this weekend. I don't give a shit.
From Tesco.
Oh, what? Tesco sells Krispy Kremes?
Yeah.
I might go to the Liverpool Street location.
Oh, there's a Krispy Kreme.
Oh, yeah, right in front of McDonald's.
A Krispy Kreme?
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Well, fuck them.
Oh, yeah, shit. So fucking, moving on this, political fucking type shit.
You're the political correspondent.
This is it. This is what I'm saying. The EU here have approved, no shit. European Parliament approves new copyright rules for the internet. So basically, internet platforms are now liable for the content that users upload. Some uploaded materials, such as memes or GIFs, now specifically excluded from directive. Hyperlinks to news articles accompanied by individual words or very short extracts can be shared freely. Journalists must get a share of any copyright-related revenue obtained by their news publisher. Startup platforms subject to lighter obligations.
So basically, they're trying to control the internet.
Yeah, basically.
In a world,
no, they're trying to control. They're trying to control the social media platforms.
The content.
They're trying to get the social media platforms to control the content without them controlling. So they're saying, we're going to go out after you. It's not about, they may do some fucked up shit, but you're liable for it now. So now, like, the Facebooks, the Twitters, Instagrams, I don't know, not Snapchat, but no one cares about that.
In a world where Trump can tweet anything, you're worried about memes and GIFs?
Trump just recognized Summer as Israeli territory as well.
That is crazy.
Fact I know.
That is crazy.
Man. Yeah.
But man, people have been trying to do this shit with the internet for ages.
Yeah, but that's a strong move, because now it depends what gets posted on the level of fuckery. Do you get what I'm saying? If it's like someone getting killed.
So now the social media websites are going to be responsible for what get posted. So they need to install like filters or some shit. Or
like algorithms to pick out videos that aren't, Because at the moment it just says like, oh, this may be sensitive. All of those videos are about to dip. Like most of them videos are about to dip.
So boom, gang.
But what, like...
But then,
what are you getting punished like?
So what would the punishment
what's a bad
be?
Video? I don't know. They're just liable to
so what, Instagram is gonna get sued by European Parliament, or like, what is the repercussions? That's a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like they rushed into it too quickly. Unless obviously we don't know all the clauses under the asterisks.
Hold on, I'm just reading up now. It doesn't really say anything about a punishment. I wonder, like, what will determine, like,
the severity
how
of
far is too far, and then what the punishment is.
Yeah. Nip slip? Is that like...
What's that?
Nip slip. Nipples.
Oh, nip slip.
Like, is that already a block? Fighting? Any type of fights?
Porn.
Yeah, especially social media. Hate speech, probably. Some shit like that.
Numerous preventions are specifically designed to ensure the internet remains a space of freedom, a space for freedom of expression. Doesn't sound like it.
Tim Berners-Lee must be pissed off. I didn't create this shit for you to do this.
I swear we've got Al Gore's internet. I thought that's the internet we had.
Well, Tim Berners-Lee was the guy who invented it, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I thought we're now like with Al Gore's internet.
No idea. I don't know that shit. Can't lie. I just know that the world is becoming very right wing right now.
It was a joke, innit? But never mind. The what? The world is what?
Very right wing.
Oh, it's been like that though, right? Since
like 2014, I feel like it's been getting there.
Yeah, since I'm trying to think. Yes, yeah. Since maybe like 2012, 2011.
2011. Okay, I see. I was young. I didn't really give a shit about shit back then, so didn't really know that much. But, bruh, if you think fucking memes and GIFs is gonna be like the worst that people are gonna get, you're in for a fun ride. Fam, shit that's gonna be happening in the next 15 years, unless...
From 2010. That's when all
Why
the
10?
Started. Because that's when David Cameron became the Prime Minister. And then obviously, when did Obama leave? 2014?
16.
When he got his second term. Because wait, when did he get elected?
2008 first term, 2012 second term.
Okay. I think 2 years into Obama, the rumbling started in America.
100.
Trump, like, where's his birth certificate? He wasn't born here. All of that shit. And then that led up into him, and then that was a topic when he was going for a second term. And then obviously David Cameron, just when he came into the scene, then the whole world went right wing. But then we bounced
fucked
back.
up the base.
Yeah, and then the terrorist attacks, and then we kind of went left, which is weird. It doesn't. I know it seems right wing now, but it's really not.
I feel it's just because there's an overwhelming of conservatives, not even that are on TV, but just in the world, and in UK as well. You can just feel that the vibe. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, but it's definitely.
I think
there.
that's more so the message that the powers that be want everybody to think is still the case, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So certain people may want Piers Morgan's rhetoric or Katie Hopkins' rhetoric or whoever's rhetoric to be like heard. Not even Piers Morgan, but like any like right wing conservative like on TV, they may want their rhetoric to be heard, so the people keep thinking that that's the way everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Because it's not like niggas talk in this country anyway. There's no real platform for conversation. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
And that's not the way like Brits are built anyway.
That's to be fair, that's not just Britain. I think it just shows in different levels of the fuckery, but
maybe it's like Europe. The only time they speak is like crazy revolution type shit. It's not like America where there's constant like conversation.
But see, I feel like with America, that conversation, pardon me, that conversation has an end. Whereas with America, it's a constant conversation. It's like there's something new all the time. Something that's a pressing matter that they have to suddenly discuss.
Yeah.
Which actually isn't that hard to even resolve.
I feel like it's because the American government's so involved in the like other countries' affairs. They always have to make like. Have you seen Lucky Number 7?
Is that the one with Brad
Mel
Pitt?
Gibson, and like opening scene, he's in a wheelchair. So there's this thing called the Kansas City Shuffle, which if you make everybody look left, you go right. So that's what the American government are doing, because they're so involved with it. They've got a finger in everybody's, like, not even everybody's pie, but everybody's business. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're constantly having to create distraction.
Oh shit, Brad Pitt. Why did I say Brad Pitt? Yeah, Lucky Number 7. Might have to watch that again, by the way.
It's a dope movie, man.
But yeah, man, politics is a bit fucked.
It is.
Politics is a bit fucked in many places right now. That's why I think something's
That's
weird
why I
is
think
happening.
Brexit's gonna get delayed, because of like the current climate. Do you get what I'm saying? Like across Europe, because there's too much going on for England to be the focus for a third year in a row. It's like, come on, guys. Well, not even England, the UK. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, let us deal with this shit, then we'll get back to whatever you want to do.
Because obviously, so you're kind of, well, not from here, but you lived here for most of your life.
Yeah.
And I've been observing from the sidelines all of the basically whatever's happening in the world right now. Do you think, so you like being on Instagram, being on Twitter, but living in England, what do you see more? Do you see like British politics and British problems and whatever is going on, or do you see more American shit?
I see Brexit stuff, but that's it. I don't really see like anything apart from like Brexit shit in terms of the UK, and then US is like everything.
But in terms of quantity,
Like
would you see more US?
Overwhelming, yeah. But I still the only political topics I hear are like knife crime and Brexit. That's it.
That's true.
There's no real there's no other discussions really.
Okay.
Yeah, that seem to get. There's obviously other discussions happening, but they don't get the
circulation and
the shine,
attention.
Yeah, the shine that the attention that Brexit and knife crime get.
Fair play. What else should we talk about?
About to hit up something right now. Oh shit.